Most Etsy sellers fail before they even start because they think they need to come up with a completely original idea every time they sit down to create a product. Meanwhile, the people who are making thousands per month are literally just remixing what already works. I personally have made over $1 million selling digital designs on Etsy, and none of them were original ideas. So let me guess, you probably open up Canva and you stare and stare at a blank screen like it personally offended you, and you just keep thinking, is this too saturated? Has this been done before? And what if this doesn't sell? And then you literally spend hours making something and it gets no sales. I promise you, I used to do the exact same thing. I thought I needed to come up with something that nobody had ever done before, and I did that. But those designs, they all flopped. Meanwhile, the designs that I personally hated, I thought they were ugly and mildly offensive, those are the ones that actually went viral and the ones I'm showing here on the screen now. So when these ugly skeleton designs started making me money, everything clicked. You get paid for being relevant and creating things that people are actually searching for. Unfortunately, Etsy is not an idea platform. It is a demand platform where the products and the trends and the designs and the aesthetics are purely cyclical. Everything constantly changes and customers all want what's current and not what is creative in our own brains, no matter how creative we think we might be. At the end of the day, nothing is new on Etsy. It's just new right now. So these three things is why this is true. So trends are cyclical, meaning that everything eventually comes back around, which is why we're seeing things like the 90s vintage aesthetic vibe totally popping up on Etsy on all types of niches. And everything that has been popular in the past is now just popular again in a new type of design style. For example, Highland cows are actually still selling. They're just redesigned in this year's current trends. For example, the patchwork trend, or even still the coquette trend. Then we have things like holidays that repeat every single year, and we need to make new types of products in the trending design styles for the 4th of July, for Halloween, for Christmas, etc. So thinking that you're late couldn't be further from the truth, because honestly, you're probably just early or a little bit late to the current cycle that you want to create for. So number 2 is that customers don't actually want original. They want what's current. And honestly, they don't care if your idea is unique. They just care if it matches what they're actually searching for and what they're buying. Number 3 is that you're not copying, you're adapting. So this is where people get really weird about it, especially when I go and take a screenshot and create a prompt from it, and then even though I'm changing it, they still think it's copying. Copying would be to literally take a screenshot, recreate it exactly without making any type of changes, or just having an AI tool recreate it in the exact same way, which you totally can do that as well. What we are doing is identifying the style or the trend or the aesthetic and actually applying it to either a different niche or a different subject, or we're cross combining it with a different trend and style aesthetic to get something completely different, or we're taking it and adding to it and actually making it better. Okay, so let me show you how to do this in real time and also how to do it super quickly so that you're not spending a ton of time wasting and researching and not actually creating anything. So all you're going to do is to go on Etsy and type in your product in the search bar. So this can be for any type of product that you sell, whether you do sell digital planners or printables or PNG designs or tumbler wraps. The process for looking for what's selling in your niche is going to be the exact same. Now, to make this even quicker, I do have the keyword research tool Profit Tree installed here. This is what gives me these little numbers down here that I'm looking at all of the time, which are the listing age, the monthly sales, and then up here is not pulled by them, but it just gives me the review age. And this is the total reviews for the shop, not this listing. But I'm looking at these three things to see if it is a trend or something that's popular. And then all I'm doing is just looking on this first or second page and trying to spot any patterns of specific types of trends or styles. If you don't have a keyword research tool like this installed, you can definitely go off of what Etsy gives us, which is like this bestseller badge here, or popular now, to determine that it is actively selling. So once you've established establish that the item or the listing has proof, meaning it is bestseller, it is popular now, or it is only a month or 0 months old like this one and it's had 77 sales. This is a really, really good indication that this style or this trend is performing really well. And then we just want to go through the first page or second page and make sure that we can spot other types of styles and trends that are similar to this to make a decision that this is actually something that we should create. Now, this step 2 part is where people actually mess up, and we're not over here looking and making a decision about flowers or this Christian one or a baseball one. What we're actually looking for is the style trend, the design aesthetic. So we're looking at things like, is it watercolor, which is this style right here? Is it like a hand-drawn doodle style with very bold and cartoonish types of elements like this one? Is it some type of faux realistic patchwork trend, which is really popular right now? Or is it like this hand-painted watercolor style? You'll want to note these down as you go through the page and kind of keep track of how many you are seeing in a particular type of design style. So with this watercolor floral one here, we have this one. Then you have this one here, which is also doing really well. I would almost count this one, but it's kind of like more in that monochrome type of design style, but the watercolor florals are definitely there. This one falls under that same realistic watercolor style. They just have it with a dragonfly. And so for me, even halfway through the page, I know that this is a style trend or aesthetic that is doing really well. Another really easy one to spot is this patchwork or faux type of realistic yarn is really what it is. This one's more of the patchwork one, but this is being done with like faux crochet and faux embroidery. So this is really, really popular on Etsy right now. But we have this daisy type of one here. And then down here, there were a few other ones. This one is in a patriotic bow. This one is just some letters, but they have like little beadings around it. And then the patchwork inside the letters are really realistic. Down here, we have another USA one with some bows on there. This one kind of is cross combining both the patchwork and the coquette into a very popular holiday. Here's one like I was talking about, which is like the faux yarn or faux type of I don't know, crochet. I don't think this is crochet. I don't do this type of craft, but faux yarn, faux realistic type of materials. Now, step 3 is the money step. So this is where you actually take the trend that you found and reapply it or remix it for a new niche. So let's say you found this trend, which is this like hand painted type of like very abstract paint. Like you can see the brush strokes in there. It's supposed to look like faux realistic paint. You could take this, which is Mama, and go and see if this has been done for, say, teachers or nurses or other types of popular occupations that would align well with this type of style. So this very bright, colorful with florals and the word Mama is obviously positioned towards a feminine type of style. So this probably wouldn't work if you went and did this like in the hunting niche for men and said Papa on there with the daisy. So you do have to take it and make sure that it still applies to that niche in general and not just make assumptions that it's going to work for any and all. What you can also do is on this first page, take another popular one. So for an example, this one right here next to this Mama one is in what I called the stripes type of a trend. In one of a past recent trend videos that I did, I mentioned that this stripe trend is really popular, meaning it's just stripes with very popular quotes or sayings or names on them. And so you could take it and take this quote, so loved, and it's a John 3:16. So this is in the Christian space, and make it in this particular style. You could also go and do the same with this one and put it into this style, but because it's being done over here, this one has already touched or crossed into that niche. This one would do really well if you went and took it over here into the stripe type of the trend. I'd rather be planting, since these ones are very text-based. You would just say, I'd rather be planting, and have the stripes be either garden themed, or they could be just have florals in there like that. And it would be a really, really easy one to cross over into a different one. This is an example of a quote and type of design style that has been around forever on Etsy. Kind words are like honey. And this is in the Christian space. So you could take this one and make the stripe trend, or you could do the hand painted trend and have the bees be here in place of the florals, and then have the words say that. And then there could be some little florals in there as well. So this is literally one of the easiest ways to come up with different types of design ideas without reinventing the wheel. If you want to stick inside of the niche that's already doing well or type of design style, this one would be a good example because it's not even a month old. It's had 128 sales, but you could just come up with some different types of beach vacation sayings that are really popular and create different types of variations instead of just trying to recreate the same beach saying in the same type of style. You would just go and apply it to other types of beach vacation sayings. And that is it. It is just 3 steps. You see what is already working on Etsy via the Popular Now badge, or by actually looking at the data here with Profit Tree installed. So we can see that this one is doing well, and there were several other variations. I also made an entire video about this particular trend a few days ago, so be sure to look at that one on the channel. But this one is a month old, already 123 sales. And so obviously we wouldn't want to make it in the book niche, but we could go and take this to other types of categories that would work well with this particular type of style, or you can just take it from this page. So for example, you could do it in the Christian space or positivity type of space, let kindness bloom. So this one over here, again, 0 months old, 42 sales, and remake this into this particular type of style. Now, it's not going to be 100% that every time you remix a design style or take it to a new niche is going to perform, as 80% of our Etsy listings usually sell every now and then, and 20% of them are the ones that become bestsellers and actually carry the weight of the sales on our shops. This has been the case for me the entire time that I've been on Etsy, and is a pretty typical stats in the online e-commerce world. So now that you have the exact 3-step framework that I have used to create designs that actually sell, I will be honest with you. There is actually a lot more that goes into how I actually run this as a business. And I don't really talk about most of it on this channel. So I actually started a second YouTube channel. And those of you who are members of my community are probably thinking, oh my goodness, now she has another YouTube channel, because I do and run a lot of different types of businesses online. But this is where I'm going to be sharing a much deeper dive into specific things that actually run my business. Now, this is not just for Etsy. So if you are just here for how to make PNGs and how to list things on Etsy and different types of design trends, you are probably not even going to like that channel. But if you do want to see how I'm building multiple income streams, what I'm testing in real time and what's failing and what's working, behind the scenes of how I run everything, and even how my new Instagram travel account ties into my whole business, it's definitely less polished and in more real time, as I'm not having an editor edit these. So honestly, probably a little chaotic. I will have that link below, as the first video is up now. So go subscribe to that if you want a deeper dive into how all of this works. Now, if you want to find trends and different types of design styles and aesthetics that may become very popular before they're actually on Etsy, you want to take note of different types of trend reports that are posted usually early on in the year or in the latter end of the year before. So for Kittle, I believe theirs came out in December or November of 2025 for 2026, and then Pinterest Predicts came out in January. A lot of the trends that each of these reports predicted actually are showing up in things like the faux patchwork crochet type of realistic look, as well as like the mixed media collage type of design style, which is one of the recent trend videos that I did. You can also spot trends very early on if you are scrolling on TikTok and Instagram, and usually like on TikTok Shop, where people are selling their own physical products like t-shirts and tumblers and different types of crafting products. a lot of the times they will have trends that haven't been seen on Etsy before. So it can be a little bit distracting and going down a rabbit hole if you decide to get on TikTok. So I would caution to do it only for a little bit of time each day so that you don't get caught up on the TikTok trap. Usually when I am doing some scrolling time, if I see something about 3 times, I will know that there is something to investigate further on. So a few things of what not to do. We are not copying. We are not just changing the text or the colors. And we're also not just ignoring trends completely. If you do take a design and want to be inspired by it and remake it into your own, you do have to make it better, make it more unique, and be very different, because the Etsy platform and the algorithm is built to actually not show duplicate copies of other listings, because they want to make sure that the buyer is getting the best experience and not being shown the same thing 100 times over. So I can promise you that the second that you stop trying to be original and start being strategic with what's actually trending on Etsy, everything changes, because all of the information, the style, the trends, the data is all there for us. It's just about looking at what's actually working and then taking it to a place that it hasn't been done before in. And if you're at the point where you're like, I get Etsy, but how do I turn this into something bigger? That's exactly why I created that second channel. Again, that one is not for beginners or people who just want Etsy tutorials. That will always be here on this channel. But if you want the bigger picture, go watch the videos over there. As always, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one or over on that channel.